The liver not only functions in innate immunity, but in adaptive immunity as well. So the liver has diverse cells which present antigens. It can clear activated immune cells and signal molecules. It produces most complement proteins, and the liver and intestines are major extrathymus sites for T cell differentiation. Let me expand on some of these. A major function of antibodies produced by B lymphocytes is to activate the complement system, which then generates a hole or a pore in microbial membranes, killing them. The liver makes most of the complement proteins and thus is integral in the humoral response of B lymphocytes and the antibodies they produce. Not only does the liver possess diverse cells which are antigen-presenting cells, the spaces between endothelial cells of sinusoid capillaries lack a basement membrane, and they allow transient contact between leukocytes in slow-moving blood through the sinusoids and liver cells such as these antigen-presenting cells. 5 to 8% of normal liver cells are known as sinusoidal endothelial cells. They reside in the spaces between the sinusoid capillaries and the surrounding hepatocytes. They have a number of functions. So, for example, they store most of the vitamin A in the human body, between 50 and 80%. They also serve as antigen-presenting cells and can stimulate NKT cells, cause inflammation, and regulate liver regeneration. And after injury, they can contribute to liver fibrosis. The diverse types of Kupffer cells, the macrophages presented in the previous video, some of which came from the fetus, some of which develop from monocytes in circulation, some of which can divide on their own. These can also perform antigen presentation and thus help adaptive immunity in addition to their roles in innate immunity. Dendritic cells are not only the most specialized antigen-presenting cells, they are present in the unique microenvironment of the liver, and at least in mice, in higher concentrations than one can find typically in other organs. In the human liver, they perform phagocytosis, antigen presentation, and T cell stimulation, and they can travel from the liver to other lymphoid organs where they can influence the maturation of T lymphocytes elsewhere. This is an ability that only the dendritic cells possess. Finally, T lymphocytes have their name because the majority of them mature in the thymus. However, there can also be extrathymic differentiation of T lymphocytes, which occurs outside the thymus, and the liver is one of the main body organs for that. In conclusion, while the liver is typically discussed with the digestive system in a typical anatomy class, it has diverse roles in both innate and adaptive immunity, many of which are unique, and therefore is a vital component of the lymphatic system.